Hi, my name is Hallie McLaughlin. I live with four other girls in a house, and so had everyone sit down last Sunday, this past Sunday, because we're always all home. So I sat down. It's five girls total that live in a house, and I said, "Hey, let's have a family meeting. We can talk about one thing we're doing well, one thing maybe some of us want us to do better, and then one thing we can do together." And so one thing we all talked about that we're doing well is communicating needs around the house and like dividing chores. We're all super busy. We're all working at least 20 hours a week and going to school full time. So it's hard for all of us to have the energy to come home and want to do chores, clean the kitchen, all that stuff. But we've all been really good at like stepping up to the plate. We have one roommate who's on crutches and she can't do that much. And so we all know that there needs to be like an extra hand around the house to help, knowing that she can't do that much. So I feel like we're all really good about communicating, like, hey, empty the dishwasher, can you load it? Or hey, I vacuumed this, or I put the garbages out. And everyone splits those chores evenly. So that's really never been a huge issue in our house, which is really awesome. One thing that I think we can do better, because we're all so busy, it's hard to check in with each other all the time and make sure everyone's doing good. We all have so much to think about and worry about with school, work, family, friends, that we can easily get caught up in ourselves. And literally just the other day, my roommate came home and I could like hear this like really the sadness in her voice. And I wanted to ask her what was up, but I had to rush out the door to go somewhere else, so I couldn't talk to her. So like later the next day, I was like, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. I feel like we haven't talked about why you seemed upset the other day, and we were able to talk about it. But it made me realize, shoot, I don't think I do that enough with my roommates, just because we're all doing so much all the time. And so when there are hard days, it's hard to see that or realize that. So I think that's one thing we can do better. And then one thing I want us to do together is to eat meals together, and I think that will solve our problem of checking in with each other. But I thought of this for multiple reasons. Our roommate who's on crutches, she doesn't get to do that much. She just has to nanny and go to school, and just from being on crutches, she's already exhausted. So I think I even wrote down like have a picnic, like eat meals together, go for picnics, so it's something fun that our roommate who's on crutches can do to get out of the house, and it allows all of us to spend some time together and check in on each other. And so that's one thing I hope we can do together, whether it's like once a week cooking a meal together and eating it, or just even like having meals with like one or two roommates, whoever's available, just so we can check in with each other and spend time with each other. So yeah, it went really well.